going on in the bus industry, both in the travel and the tour industry, as well as what we call the line haul industry. There's a big demand for newer buses and newer equipment. So many of the coach operators are coming up with new products that include a lot of safety features and a lot of what we call telematics, so that the vehicles that are on the road today are much safer than they were before, much more comfortable for the traveling public. People who are doing tours and traveling to either United States, Canada, even into Mexico now, are finding that riding on a bus today is a much different experience than what it was 20 years ago even. One of the things that we do now is we do a thorough background check. In fact, we go back 10 or 15 years, depending on the state, to get background information on the individual. We then put them through testing. In fact, Federal Motor Carrier next year is going to have a certified training program that every motor coach operator will have to go through before he even be allowed to drive a bus. We now have, all buses now are equipped with seat belts for people's protection. Almost all buses now are Wi-Fi equipped with outlets, so people can bring their laptops, they can look at movies while they're on the bus. Tour operators now have a lot of more experience in taking people places where they can not only look at things, but they can go into detail with their iPhones, explaining a lot of the history that goes on when people are conducting bus tours. The seats themselves are much more comfortable than they used to be. They're contoured for people's bodies. So not only are they safer, they're also a lot more comfortable. One of the things that's being done differently now is the seats are what we call collapsible seats, so that if for some reason a person isn't wearing a seatbelt, should they be pushed into the seat ahead of them, the back of the seat now collapses and saves an individual from serious injury. We now have a system where buses have equipped where they don't, when a bus changes its lanes or moves out of its lanes, the driver gets warned. And we also have a system that's on most cars now that allow the driver to be warned if he gets too close to another vehicle. So there's a lot of safety features now on buses that literally didn't exist even 10 years ago.